What'd I say? No applauding.
Breaking rules already. Over 2 decades ago, when this Devon campus was just a dream, ours was one of many families that came in to help add fuel to the dream. And along with that fuel came the gift of naming something. And our family sat on that for a long time. And as we watched the impact of Myra McClary, it's just hard to quantify Myra, but her ability to create something out of nothing, her ability to draw talents out of students, out of adults, out of teachers that they didn't even know were there, her ability to inspire us to think. And creating assignments was like created a timeline for a student to get to experience their own voice. I'm so glad that my children that attended here, my daughters, spanned from the opening class, the freshman class that rolled around like marbles here, the only class taught by the heads of each department, all the way through our youngest graduate in 2019. And it was during that 2019 that we thought, who has left the greatest impression on all of us, including my husband? And it was Myra. And Myra's long-term commitment and encouragement to us pursuing our dreams, continuing to find our voice, to create community, especially through creativity. Even today, it's just like, oh, that all of our living rooms felt like this all the time. Bring what you have. Decide what you think. Come and just say it. Let's share it. Let's circle around. Let's add music to it and maybe some dance steps. In the same way that today is going to play out in its own time and rhythm, in the same way that when we get to the end of it, we'll say, well, that's what it was, and I'm glad I was there. We feel the same way about the development of this first installation that is Myra's Pond. We knew initially the plans of Innsworth was that the entrance would be right by that pond. And so thinking it would be like front and center, the naming of it was very important. That's why we chose the pond. Now it's a hidden gem, but sometimes hidden gifts are the best gifts of all. And we've begun, the first installation is stone seating, each with messages, and then a distant stone to look at. They've all been uncovered while we were sitting in here, thanks to Joy Hunt. Hunt Memorial is the one who has created and installed the naming right, Myra's Pond. I think it's so appropriate that Tommy Frist decided, oh, it's Myra's Pond, that's how we're going to name it, because their family has been such a support and underwriter of this school. I'm so glad that that family got the full impact of Myra. And I don't even know who all is going to walk on this stage today, but I'm just glad we're all here. I'm not going to be like the Baptist preacher that looks at the empty front rows and says, everybody move down front. Because everybody's just where they are for a reason. It's where we feel comfortable. People need space and they need togetherness. And that's what today is all about.